not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cohen, 75 yards, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point safely through, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 780, 20.
Mike, check. 59. Man, I got you.
On 1st down, it's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Back to the air. Newton on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play in football.
Newton to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A 1st down carry for Davis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Gun.
Play action. It's Newton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing is Newton, and he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice... Figure it out. Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Rolling to his right. And right side caught Hogan. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Newton. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Khalil Mack. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Dancing to his left. And a pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7.
1
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They snap it to Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack, and the Bears will get the football back. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
59. Oh, you got deep?
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Blue. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Five.
Check, 59. You got
it.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
18.
Mike's 59.
Hey, wahoo!
Check.
Blue. Alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gano the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down 6.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Gets past one man, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Open man is Trey Burton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with
like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bag. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab. Brown man, when it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
20.
Now a first down throw for Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Escaping the pressure right. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
To throw again on second down. Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Darnold.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Come on.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. To throw is Darnold. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Panthers will get the football back. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold flushed out right. Got an open man. It's a Newton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 50 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
25 yards that time.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
20.
On first down, Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On second down, McCaffrey. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now he'll let it go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Second down and goal. Newton.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. but I also don't advocate waiting that long. The next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Here's Darnold going up top, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it's going to be second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Airing one out for well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Let's go. The Jets take over first and 10.
And New York set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's end.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Luke Kuechly giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. O'Neill's got it. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for a new one there. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've hit it. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Darnold, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Here's Darnold.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 1st and 10, Newton. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Golden. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he is all the way up past the 25. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
What makes Greg Olsen so tough to cover?
I think he really is a wide receiver in a tight end's body. He runs his routes with such great precision and some physical toughness, and he really fights and competes for the ball.
And then, of course, it helps to have Cam Newton throwing it to you. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Luke Kuechly, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 62 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Back to throw, Darnold. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. This is McCaffrey on the give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And he's got his target. That's more. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
I'm coming. Slam.
Darnold from the gun. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike's 59. So don't say nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
And what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here we go.
They will go for it. Now Newton eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you know the press conferences when you sign guys like this. He's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Oh, that's one to warm up.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
At the 21-yard line.
They turn to Scarlett again. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Newton on 3rd down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Wow, evasive. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Cam's going to run the option right. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Now he'll escape to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
20.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against him.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jets have recovered.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they...